What up, y'all? It's your boy, the Big Bad Gamer. Fantasy 2024 is around the fucking corner. So today, I'm just actually gonna be reviewing people's shit, bro. Be eating some spaghetti and seeing what people talk about when it comes to who to draft, who not to draft, and honestly seeing what people's shitty takes are. So let's go.
Possibly can get. Let's get straight to it, baby. 15 names. We'll go quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. Starting with the quarterback. My guy this year is Jaden Daniels. Yeah, look, I like the Commanders, all right? So you might say there's some bias, but...
Okay, Jaden Daniels, seeing some of his shirt. I'm actually not mad at this take. I fuck with Jaden Daniels, but I don't think Jaden Daniels should be a very late round pick. I'm not wasting an 8th round pick on Jaden Daniels. So let's see where he's taking Jaden.
Look, in 3 of the last 5 years, a rookie quarterback has finished top 12. 60% of the time, a rookie quarterback has finished top 12 in the last 5 years. CJ Stroud did it last year. In 2020, we had Justin Herbert. In 2019, Kyler Murray. So why do I think Daniels should do that in 2024? Well, let me ask you guys a question. What do the best quarterbacks in fantasy football have in common? Well, I'll tell you, the quarterback won overall finish in fantasy football in 4 of the last 5 years.
Okay, the reason I'm gonna stop it here, it all depends on your fucking league. All right, we're gonna say that. My league doesn't give a shit about quarterbacks. Like, I'm just being real. My league doesn't really hold quarterbacks in a high regard. So taking a Lamar Jackson, a Josh Allen early, it doesn't really matter because like they have really, and I'm just gonna be real with you, they could be good, but they have no trade value in my league. This is mine. Like guys that I've been with for over 10 years, they don't really fuck with quarterbacks when it comes to capital and trying to get maybe like a running back or wide receiver. So that's usually why you can kind of take those quarterbacks. You can still get a good quarterback, if I'm being real, in the 10th round. So I love the Jaden Daniels pick. I think if Jaden Daniels comes in a later round, he's worth taking up. But I'm not spending, honestly, I said an 8th. Like, yeah, I'm not spending an 8th or I'm not spending any of the really early rounds on Jaden Daniels. Like, if I can kind of pick him up in the 10th round, going into the 10th, I might fuck with him.
Have had this in common, at least 700 rushing yards or 8 rushing touchdowns, right? Josh Allen, 3 out of the last 5 years, quarterback 1 overall. Also Lamar Jackson, those 4 quarterback 1 seasons had at least 700 rushing yards or 8 rushing touchdowns. And here are the quarterbacks that I believe can put up those numbers this year. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Anthony Richardson, probably the easier named here to mention. Daniel Jones has done it before, probably not off an ACL. And then I also think Jaden Daniels can do it. Why? Because Jaden Daniels is going to be a nightmare for deep.
Whoa. Did he put Daniel Jones on this list? Hold on.
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Anthony Richardson, probably the easier named here to mention. Daniel Jones has done it before, probably.
Oh, okay, he giving himself some safe grades. I totally missed that part.
Not off an ACL, and then I also think
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones ain't gonna do shit this year. Shit. Sorry, all you Giants fans. I'm sorry. You know, I'm repping my. Forgot to even show my Rams. I'm playing the Cowboys right now. Daniel Jones ain't gonna do shit. Daniel Jones won't get drafted in most leagues. He's not gonna get drafted in most leagues. What are we talking about? It's fucking Daniel Jones. Let me just.
And Daniels can do it. Why? Because Jaden Daniels is going to be a nightmare for defenses to defend on the ground. Daniels at LSU, back-to-back years with over 1,000 rushing yards and 10 rushing touchdowns. In the entire SEC last year, even if you include running backs, Jaden Daniels was third in total rushing yards. And in the 100...
I love doing all these videos. I'm not doing all this damn stat work, bro. Because I love all these motherfuckers doing all this stat work every year. Fucking stats out the ass. He had 160 yards in the statistics of him doing this shit. I'm telling you, none of that shit matters. None of it fucking matters. Draft on vibes this year. Draft on vibes. Do a little research. Don't get me wrong, do a little research. But we drafting on vibes this year, baby.
153 years of backs. I got 3 running backs for you. How about Zamir White? Zamir White, officially a my guy this year. I'm ready to be hurt if I need to be hurt this year. But he should drown in volume. Zamir White should have more volume than he can handle. And as most of you know, you need to have a certain amount of volume to be a good fantasy running back. I mean, okay, let's look at 2020.
Is he talking about Zamir White having volume as a PPR or a pure rusher? Let's see. Let me see what he's saying.
23, for example. Let's look at running backs last year who finished top 12. On average, they got about 18.3 total touches per game, total opportunities per game. We got to see Zamir White as the RB1, the starter for the Raiders, 4 games last year from weeks 15 to 18 when Josh Jacobs went down with an injury.
We're going off a 4-game sample size.
Injury. In those 4 games, Zamir White's averages as a starter, over 23 touches per game, over 114 total yards per game, over 15 fantasy points per game, and in that span, he was the RB9 overall. He averaged more points per game in those 4 weeks than Saquon Barkley, Aaron Jones, Bijan Robinson, Travis Etienne, James Cook, Derrick Henry, David Montgomery, DeAndre Swift, and Alvin Kamara. And I'm not telling you Zamir White is going to finish top 12, but at minimum, we got to agree the volume is there for him to do it if he can be efficient. And this team under Antonio Pierce should get back to the Raider way and establishing the rock. If you look last year, this team with Josh McDaniels as the head coach averaged about 22.5 rushing attempts per game. With Antonio Pierce, that number jumped up to almost 26 rushing attempts per game. Zamir White is...
What type of league are you in? If you're in a PPR league, I mean, Zamir White is a 8th round, maybe 9th round pick. Like, what are you talking about? Is he getting passes out the backfield? Like,
is an ideal RB2 or RB3 if you're going to go anchor RB to start your draft and smash wide receivers and get your star quarterback and an elite tight end. Yeah. He is an ideal guy to target in rounds 7, 8, that kind of range. All right, another running back that I am in love with this offseason. I don't understand this one, guys. Alvin Kamara. And when I say I don't understand, I cannot comprehend his ADP this year. I do not understand why people are valuing him so low, and that is why...
This is where I agree with him at. This is where I agree with him. I am totally in agreement with this. I'm getting ahead of myself because I got excited. I'm all in on Alvin Kamara this year. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm all the way the fuck in on Alvin this year. They have a better O-line, or getting better O-line. I think, let's just see what he has to say.
We're obsessed with Alvin Kamara because he is so cheap and he has top 5 upside. So right now, if you combine Underdog, Sleeper, and ESPN, on average, he's going as the RB16 off the board.
Late 5th.
The 508, late 5th round in drafts,
no.
okay?
Okay, so late 5th is a total misconception. That's what he's saying in your leagues. Again, it depends on how your league mates draft. Motherfuckers reach. They reach, okay? They fucking reach. Everybody reaches. So late 5th is, excuse me, goddamn. Late 5th is skeptical because in my league, I can guarantee you, somebody's taking Alvin Kamara on the 2nd round, in the 2nd round. Because I've done it a couple times. If not the 2nd round, they're definitely taking him in the 3rd. And he doesn't last after the 3rd. Alvin Kamara is gone by the 3rd round. I'm sorry. It depends, especially if you're in a league where people know his value like this. So just hypothetical. I did what they're talking about, the anchor RB, so many fucking different strategies. I did either JJ or AJ Brown on the first round. I'm the 1-8. I then took, if Kyron or maybe Derrick Henry is still there, because usually they're still there because I have the 2-5 turn, I would try to take them. I would try to obviously get like a Kyron, maybe a Derrick Henry. I'm trying to draft Alvin Kamara on the 3rd round. I have to wait. Usually, he's gone. With my league mates, he's motherfucking gone. There's no way Alvin Kamara is lasting around the late 5. I'm sorry. There's no way. He's not lasting the late 5. Honestly, for my strategy, I don't want to say too much because I know my fucking league mates actually might see the shit, but fuck it, who cares? If Kyron, Derrick Henry is gone by my 2-5 pick, I'm taking Alvin Kamara.
Okay. RB16 off the board. RB16 would be Alvin's lowest points per game finish ever in his 7-year career. In fact, he has finished top 8 in points per game 6 out of the last 7 years, and he was the RB3 in points per game last year. Like, this guy should be going like late 2nd, early 3rd, and you're getting him in the 5th round. What are we talking about? Last year, Alvin Kamara averaged more points per game in 2023 than Breece Hall, Jahmyr Gibbs.
I really want to try, and so I really want to pick Alvin in the 3rd if my league mates weren't some dicks. I know they're going to fucking reach for Alvin. I know it. Because literally, if I pick JJ or AJ Brown, usually JJ or AJ, maybe if I'm lucky, Amon-Ra might fall to me at the 1-8. But usually I'm picking them. On my turn, Jahmyr Gibbs is gone. Saquon is gone. Breece is definitely gone. All of them are gone. So usually it's either a Kyron, and after I'm watching my Rams right now, and we look fucking horrible, even though none of them are starting right now. But I'm just saying, either there's Kyron or there's Derrick Henry, and that's my tier level. Kyron, Derrick Henry. Alvin Kamara, to be honest with you, is in that tier level, and people are acting like he's a fucking scrub. Yes, they have no real O-line, okay? Yes. But it's fucking Alvin Kamara. Fucking, what the fuck is the quarterback's name? Derek something, whatever the fuck his name is, can't think right now. He's going to be dinking and dunking to fucking Alvin Kamara the whole fucking time, okay? Let's be real. He's going to be dinking, boop, dunking, boop, to Alvin Kamara all fucking year long. They only have Chris Olave to throw it down deep. They really have no other deep threat, if I can remember correctly. Alvin Kamara is going to get so much of the fucking pass work, it's going to be sick. So, yes, I totally agree with this. This is probably the biggest take that I agree with when it comes to Alvin Kamara.
I love Rasheed Rice.
No.
Man, I really love him in draft.
No again. No. You cannot trust. You cannot trust any fucking Kansas City fucking wide receiver.
Drafts this year, I think you're getting an incredible discount if we remove the off-field issues. Because the reality is, guys, these off-field issues, they will not be dealt with this year. You do not need to worry about a suspension.
Don't fucking do it.
Think about Alvin Kamara, the year he got in that fight. That's fucking
Alvin Kamara. The offense runs through Alvin Kamara. It fucking runs through him. The offense does not run through Rasheed Rice. I can guarantee you the offense probably will not run through fucking Rasheed Rice. It will definitely run through motherfucking Travis Kelce. And then Hollywood Brown just got injured. I predict Xavier Worthy being a better pick. Honestly, they always fuck me. They always fuck me with the Kansas City wide receivers. I always get screwed over. I forgot Sky Moore. What's his name? Sky Moore or some shit. Sky Moore is going to be the next. No, he was ass. He was ass last year. I do not trust the Rashee Rice pick.
It took a whole year, another NFL season for that to be dealt with. Rashee Rice will play all the games this year. I'm confident in it. And what is there not to love about Rashee Rice? The player. He had one of the best rookie seasons ever as a Kansas City Chief. If you look at Rashee Rice, where he ranks amongst all Chiefs rookie wide receivers all time, one of the oldest franchises in the NFL, this is where he ranks all time. Third in targets, first in receptions, second in receiving yards, and second in receiving touchdowns. And he's connected to the best quarterback of our generation, and he's already proven he can be the guy. People keep saying, well, Hollywood's there. What if Xavier Worthy is...
I don't like it. I don't like this one. I don't like this one.
Like, what if he can be the... We've already seen Rashee Rice was that dude for this team, and they won a freaking Super Bowl, guys. If you look at week 11 onwards, after the Chiefs bye week, Rashee Rice, his snaps shoot up, right? He finally becomes a starter, and from that point onwards, targets per game through the roof. He averages 17 fantasy points per game from weeks 11 onwards and finished as a wide receiver 9 in that span. Rashee Rice, from week 11 onwards, averaged more points per game than Mike Evans, Michael Pittman, Brandon Ayuk, Devonta Smith, DK Metcalf, Chris Olave, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase.
You can give me all these fucking stats, and I'm sure they're correct. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Rashee Rice, any Kansas City wide receiver is going to fuck you. That's just what it is. They're not reliable. Andy is the most unreliable, unpredictable fucking coach you don't know. I honestly guarantee you that Isaiah Pacheco will get more shit than Rashee Rice. He'll be more consistent than Rashee Rice. You will put Rashee Rice probably as your flex. I hope he's not your your wide receiver 2, excuse me. I hope he's not your wide receiver 2. He should be your flex option, if anything. If anything, he's your flex. I just don't see it. I don't see it. He can have all these stats, more PPG for a week over 11 than Kansas City passing is unpredictable. I learned that fucking last year when spending a draft pick on Sky Moore. Everybody talked about how Sky Moore was going to be the shit. Sky Moore this, Sky Moore that, Sky Moore this, Sky Moore that. Sky Moore was fucking ass. I don't like the Rashee Rice pick, but hey, do what you want. I'm just telling you what the big bad gamer gonna do, baby. I'm not fucking with no Kansas City wide receiver this year, unless it's Travis Kelce and even though it's tight end. But I'm just saying, KC offense is unpredictable. Anybody could get the fucking ball. Only person that you really should be fucking with, actually there's 3 people you could really consistently fuck with to know they're gonna put points on the fucking board for you, is Patty Mahomes, Isaiah Pacheco, and Travis Kelce. There's only 3. Rashee Rice, yeah, don't get me wrong, he'll have games where he goes off. But can you consistently rely on Rashee Rice? That's what I'm talking. Is that Trey Lance throwing that ass ball? Oh my God, this is a horrible game. Sorry. Yes, consistency matters. See, what they don't talk about in these shits is how inconsistent motherfuckers are. Especially when it comes to the KC offense. Andy goes everywhere. Whoever can get the fucking ball, that's where Andy's going to. The most consistent people on that team is, again, Patty Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the mad runner, the little kid, Isaiah motherfucking Pacheco.
The players I'm absolutely in love with this year. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's see who else. Before we end this video, shout out to Fantasyland. I really fuck with their content. It's helping me actually get used to talking on camera and actually building my content up. So I appreciate you guys. I love some of these takes. Some of them, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But let's see. We got, I like the headliners. We're fantasy headliners. Yeah, because he was talking some shit. He was talking some shit.
4. Now, it's also my job to drop bangers weekly, so you better believe today is going to be one. Now, I have been doing research all off season long with almost every single player in the NFL, and it's led me to identify a few players that I'm really not interested in drafting here in 2024. Now, no, by no means am I saying in today's show that these players
Not interested in drafting in 2024. Let's see who he talks about.
are going to suck, or they're going to be absolute busts. These are just guys who I really don't love their situation, or maybe they're a little bit too expensive on draft day. But I'm also going to give you a few of my preferred selections that maybe you can get in a similar area or a little bit later than these guys. Now, if you're absolutely ready to dominate this year, do me a favor and hit the like button now if this video can see myself drifting in my opinion. His current ADP is...
Bro, why is AJ Brown your first fucking pick? Come on, man. AJ Brown, your first fucking pick. Come on, guys. AJ is going to get peppered with fucking targets. Him and Devontae are going to go off this year. They got their big Bambino back on the sidelines. They gonna be good this year. I don't understand why this is your first round pick. AJ Brown, top 10 players I'm not drafting in 2024. And it's the first person is AJ Brown. Get the fuck out of here.
Is 9th overall, and I know there's a lot of people out there that love themselves some AJ Brown. Philadelphia Eagles especially, I see him in the comment sections going off all the time. But really, when you look back at what AJ Brown is in this Philadelphia Eagles offense, it's a little inconsistent. Now, he carried fantasy teams to start the season and then absolutely buried them in the fantasy playoffs last year. He went on an unbelievable hot streak with 6 straight games, over 125 yards receiving. Now,
and you think he's not going to do that this year? I think they have a better mindset of what they're doing, how they're going to do it this year. AJ Brown is going to go the fuck off. Also, too, looking at their schedule, his schedule is okay. But AJ, see, the mistake you don't want to make is taking these takes and not picking up the best fucking wide receiver in the round. Because what if AJ Brown falls to you in the first? He's 9th overall, going 9th overall. You skip AJ Brown because you listening to this motherfucker, and you skip AJ Brown, and let's say, I don't know, you take Derrick Henry. You could have got Derrick Henry in the second. And now somebody got AJ Brown and gets a running back. Take AJ Brown. Come on, stop with these dumb takes, man. Like, he's going to be nice this year. You know what happened to me last year? I traded AJ Brown too motherfucking early. Because he did have a couple iffy games where he didn't really get off like you thought a number 1 pick would get off. But wait, patience is a virtue. That's why this year we drafted all 5s, baby. Come on.
Through the first 10 weeks of the year, he was the wide receiver and was out for the final.
I don't want to hear it.
For any certain Jalen. And another guy who a lot of people really aren't talking about this offseason, current ADP, is 15th overall. Early 2nd round. And if you've watched this...
He talking about my boy Kyrie? Did I skip too much? I didn't. He talking about Kyrie? He talking about Kyrie, the godsend. Kyrie?
This channel for any length of time, you know we love ourselves some Kyren Williams.
Okay, then why is he on this fucking list?
Killed it last year. Missed 5 games and still finished as the running back 6 overall in fantasy football. That's absolutely great. But now he's being drafted as the running back 7 overall in draft.
As he fucking should. Oh my God, dropped the ball. I'm sorry. I'm watching a game and recording y'all, so excuse me. My Rams are on, playing my mama's Cowboys. I'm sorry. But he talking about Kyren, the chosen one. The godsend, the league winner, Kyren. Does he miss some time? He gonna be fine. He gonna be fine. Stop this. Look, this is madness.
The guy has never played more than 12 games in a season, and now they've basically drafted his football clone in Blake Corum out of Michigan. There is just a little bit more unknown and a little bit more unprovenness.
Stop. And I love this channel. I fuck with headliners, but you is tripping. You're tripping right now. If we talking about how Look, Blake Corum is going to be there. Honestly, I would say if you're going to draft Kyren as insurance, it's okay to have insurance, okay? Try to pick up Blake in around the 8th, 9th. He should hopefully still be there, unless you got some thirsty-ass league mates, and they reaching like a motherfucker. But look, bro, draft Kyren. Like, top 10 players I'm not drafting in 2024. We're telling people not to draft Kyren Williams. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Come on.
When it comes to the risk of drafting Kyren Williams that high, in my opinion, there's a few other guys being drafted in similar areas or a little bit later that I would prefer.
Kyren also too goes around. Kyren depends on your league mates again. All this is hypothetical because it depends on your league. But Kyren typically goes around the second round, around the 2-4, 2-3. If so, like Kyren is not anyone's number one draft pick. But to tell people not to draft Kyren fucking Williams, the waiver wire god, most people didn't pick him up. Nobody was talking about Kyren fucking Williams last year. People picked him up off the fucking waiver wire. My league mate tried to trade me out of it, and I'm a Rams fan. I don't even know who the fuck Kyren Williams. Fuck Kyren Williams. I don't want no fucking Kyren Williams. And he fucking won leagues for people. What are we talking about? Not drafting Kyren Williams. Come on now.
Guys like Travis Etienne in Jacksonville. How about Derrick Henry in Baltimore and Josh Jacobs in Green Bay? Which will then take...
He put Josh Jacobs over Kyren Williams. He put Josh Jacobs over Kyren Williams. Even Travis Etienne, just a couple minutes ago, talking about Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne over Kyren Williams. Derrick Henry over Kyren Williams. Okay, I get it. Tomato, whatever you want, however you like it. But Josh Jacobs over K-Dubs? Over K-Dubs? All right, guys. Well, that is my video. This is my first video, man. If you like, follow, subscribe, whatever the fuck they say on YouTube. My name is the Big Back Gamer, baby, and join me on the next one.